This is a 2006 Chevy Corvette Z51.
Specifically, it's mine. And it's got one problem stopping it from being perfect. That paint needs a buffing. Here's the thing. I'm not a professional. I've never done that before in my life. Today, I'm gonna show you a step-by-step of what I'm gonna do to transform this paint. Right. So step one of any job dealing with paint is a classic wash. I've already done that. I've already done the classic 2-bucket wash. Wash the car's clean. The second step when it comes to buffing is a clay bar. What does a clay bar do? Clay bar takes all the trapped contaminants out of the paint because paint isn't as smooth as we think, right? It's not very smooth, it traps contaminants, and a clay bar will get everything out and get nice and clean for the buffer. So the first section I'm gonna do is the roof, because most of the time we don't tend to do a 2x2 foot area. The roof is close enough to that, I'd say. So first thing you do with this kit, always put the gloves on. Oh my God, there's a lot of gloves. Oh my God. Okay, obviously it's meant for more than one car, but put the gloves on. Oh my God. Nice. Right, now we're ready to rock and roll. Grab your clay bar. You can open it. Apparently I cannot. Oh my God. What is going on? That doesn't work off camera. I got it off, finally. You're gonna take your piece of clay and judging on this piece, you're gonna rip it in half. There we go. Save this for later. So now that you have your piece, you're gonna flatten it. And you're gonna coat the area you're gonna use. Oh, maybe there's a different. There we go. You're gonna coat your area with nice bit of water. You're gonna have a towel on standby, which this kit does offer some sort of little microfiber cloth, which is gonna be useful. Right, so now that you have your area quite wet, because you never wanna use a clay bar on dry surface, dry paint, you don't work it side to side. Yeah, side to side.
Ten years later.
And now that we're done with the clay bar, we can move on to polishing. The first step of polishing, right, is buffing. What you want to do for buffing is grab your orbital machine and your compound. This time I picked Meguiar's. It's cheap. This is really the go-to. And you want to just, in your mind, you want to make a 2 foot by 2 foot square, and you're going to work that out. I'm be honest, I don't feel like doing this no more, but I'm gonna do it. It's currently 11 15, I believe. I started this at 5. I'm not even done yet with buffing. I still have a lot. I still got essentially the entire rear end from here back. Roof though, the roof. Oh, let me take this off. The roof, I mean, man, it came out perfect. There's actually a spot right there I can touch up a little bit more. But look at this spot. Look at that spot, and look at over here. Look at the difference. Wow. The difference is insane, especially here. Oh my gosh.
One eternity later.
It's one morning. I had to go over the buffing. There's a bunch of spots where there's still some deep grooves. But I think now after this is polished. This is polished. That's after being polished. And that's nothing. And this is polished, everything. Oh my God, man. I'm so tired. I want to go to sleep. So bad. It's 2:30 in the morning. All I see is red. All I want is my bed. At this point, I can't even see a difference. But there's obviously a difference, right? I hope, at least. Like you can see here and here. Oh my God, I hope there's a difference. And now that we're done with half of the car, I'm gonna take it out of the garage and I'm gonna see the difference in the sun. Well, you guys, I think the footage in the sun just speaks for itself. That sheer difference between the two sides and the roof are just incredible. I don't think I could have asked for a better job, in my opinion. Getting that out the way, I think we're gonna move on to the next side and finish this car for good. And just like that, we're done with polishing. I'm so thankful and I'm extremely happy with how it's turned out. From this angle, you can definitely tell how it's just come out like it's from the factory. The paint is so shiny and so smooth. I'm just so happy it's turned out this way. Right, we've covered the car. We're done. We are done with polishing. Covered it up. I'm gonna wait for the ceramic coating. Ceramic coating shouldn't take more than an hour, I think. But other than that, that's all for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. This is a fuck.